What's up, y'all? You're listening to Husker Hype Radio. Listen and subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you're looking for more fun, head on over to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter and follow us at Husker Hype Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode number 66 of Husker Hype Radio. I'm Eddie Rosenthal. We got Aaron Worsfold, Dr. E-Rock. As always, fellas, Nebraska comes off a win this Saturday. First away game against Purdue, 28-10. Same score that against Colorado. But I think I'm going to argue we played almost a little bit better of the game this game. What do you guys think, boys? What just right off the top, what do we think?
I think the Colorado game is just flipped. We start off the Colorado game real hot. Purdue, we start off real cold, then we finish hot. So just the opposite.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I like that take. Kind of the overall stats here: Nebraska 419 yards, Purdue with 224. Won the turnover margin again. I know the John Bullock pick six. I feel like there was another one, or was there not?
I think that was it.
I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it.
That's all it says on ESPN, and usually they're right. 25 first downs for Nebraska. That's a lot for only scoring 28 points. Only 12 first downs for Purdue, and time of possession pretty much right down the middle. Nebraska 30 minutes, 18 seconds. Purdue 29 minutes and 42 seconds. That time of possession, I kind of want to talk about. I think that's very telling. That's kind of been what is it? A pattern or something that's been happening in multiple games. And that's what Matt Rule said in the press conference today is he didn't realize how explosive this offense was. Like the game plan for a lot of teams in the past and going forward, I assume, is to just not put the ball in Dylan Raiola's hands. I think it's a pretty damn good game plan too.
I
It's a
think
game plan we haven't seen in a long time against us.
I think the time of possession's a little, I don't know, doesn't tell the whole truth in a sense because they really only had like two long drives. They had like that 8-minute drive at a half that took the whole half of the second half, third quarter. And then they had one other drive at the end of the game that was like 5 minutes. And then they had only had one decent drive in the first half that was 5 minutes. So that's like 60% of all their 70% of all their time right there.
Those are pretty long drives. Like that's the game plan is to fucking keep it in their hands. An 8-minute drive. That was the first part. That was the first drive of the first half, right?
Second half, yep.
Yeah, second half. Yeah, dude, that's half of a fucking quarter that we don't have the ball.
That was insane. I don't think that. Well, how do you think our defense played compared to last game, the Illinois game versus Purdue game, this week?
So this is defense played better than last week, is what you're saying on these notes, Aaron.
I would say so.
I thought when I looked at it was defense played better than offense. But compared to last week, I'd probably have to agree with you. They scored only 10 points this time. Last week, Illinois scored, 20, 31. So there's a sign right there. We got a pick six. That was great. We had a few sacks, 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. I mean, 50 yards rushing. That looks pretty good to me when you just look at the stats right there.
And remember when we were recording Husker Hype Radio in Denver this weekend at Eddie's new house, and I was so pissed during the fourth quarter when they scored with like a minute left in the game. So pissed. They got 7 points right there, dude.
Bro, I was kind of drunk. I don't even fucking remember that. So it was really only supposed to be 28-3 then, is what we're saying.
Yeah, bro. That's how I feel, but then again, whatever.
Wow. So then fucking defense played like butter, dude. Do we call them black shirts? Do we call them black shirts for this game?
Do I
Five,
I don't
No,
I think it's I don't think we can go back and forth. I think we just have to go all in at some point, right, E-Rock?
I agree, and I'm gonna say no right now.
okay, okay.
I mean, it's Purdue. They're not.
It's Purdue.
We'll see this week against Rutgers. Rutgers is gonna be a tough team. If we let them have 8 minute drives, we will lose the game.
That's
Yeah,
true. Because
yeah,
I feel like the consistency there is there more with like the Illinois, the Rutgers, the Indianas of the world, but like with Purdue,
Yeah.
they just they're a
Uh,
one-win team.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think John Bullock was MVP. Had a great game, dude. Sayer Wright also is holding his own out there. Sayer Wright is fun to watch, dude. I think he's a pretty damn good quarterback. Um, Other guys who stepped up, I think T Rob and Polar Bear did their part this week. They were wreaking havoc in the middle. I don't that
Budo was back. He didn't make any big plays or anything like that, but it was
no
good. Budo
right.
back.
Right. He didn't really make an impact, but I did notice that, and I was happy for that. Matt Rule said he was pretty pumped up about that too.
I saw Tommy Hill was suited up on the sidelines but didn't play. What's that all about?
I think it was this week. It was don't agitate his injury. If we don't need to play him, then don't play him. Let's save him for a better team type deal. And
Mm.
Sayer did good, and Marquise Buford did good. That cornerback position is going to be interesting when Tommy's back to 100, if he ever is. Is like, well, I think it's the best two are when Tommy's healthy is Tommy Hill and Sayer Wright
Over Buford?
over Buford, yeah. And then does Buford move up to that safety position and overtake Hartzog or
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I don't know what they're seeing on tape, but just from the outside looking in, that's the move I would make.
yeah, it'll be interesting. And I feel like we might not even see Tommy this week if because it's like a plantar fasciitis, which I'm not 100% sure what it is. I think it's just your foot fucking hurts when you walk on it. It's like a
Yeah, it's some shit like that. I
yeah,
think it's like gross, like some gross shit on your feet too.
yeah.
Off
I don't
defense overall, what's our grade, boys? I mean, 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, only 50 rushing yards.
50 rushing yards. That looks good to me, dude.
B plus.
B plus.
B plus.
I'll say B. You got to be an A to be a lecturer, right?
Yeah.
You got to have an A to yeah. All right.
What about the
B
offense? What's
offense.
our breakdown for them?
First 3 quarters, a solid C minus. Fourth quarter, A.
I mean, yeah, but let
Special teams too.
let's
Yeah,
talk about that, dude. Let's talk about that fucking dumbass ref that was on my screen at every other play, bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
I
yeah.
mean, he didn't make us lose the game. He didn't make Purdue lose the game. But it's again ruining the flow of the game. Like, brother, and the three biggest ones or the two biggest ones that just I was like, are we fucking serious right now? Is the Thomas Fedoni penalty
Yeah.
in the first quarter where they even went on like official review and said, "Yeah, that's still what do they call it? Offensive pass interference."
Yeah.
When he didn't touch the guy,
Yeah.
what do
Matrix
you
them.
what do you have to do? Do you have to teleport beyond him? What are they trying to do, bro? I don't understand. And then the Jamal Banks block in the back where he's behind him at first, yes, but then he comes up around him to get a block, and they call a block in the back. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, and everybody's saying that it's not just these Nebraska games that are going on; it's nationwide, it's Big Ten wide, and it needs to stop, dude.
I in the first half specifically, a lot of big plays were, like you said, overturned by penalties. I I hate that we have the most penalties in the nation or in the Big Ten in the conference as a
Really,
team. But the crazier stat is the P teams we're playing in the games have more penalties than we do. Like we had like 11 this week or something, and they had 13 or 14.
Yeah.
I don't
There
get
was
how.
23 flags flown in one game.
I think it was
Yeah, it
more
was
than
like
that. I think it
yeah,
was
it was. I
more.
think it was more than that because
Jesus, bro.
we had 11 penalties for 94 yards, and they had like 13 or 14 at least.
For like
That's
160 yards.
What do you guys think? Do you think so we had like, or excuse me, I guess they had three like defensive pass interference calls on them. Rayola throws the ball deep. They're a little short, kind of. Is that by design or what? What's that all about?
No, he's it's kind of a routine with him now. I still love Raiola. He's throwing 80% completion, so I'm not complaining about his overall play. But there's one small critique would be underthrowing receivers. Like Heinrich Harburg in the first quarter, he had that guy beat on that wheel right down the right sideline. That'd have been a touchdown. And then Banks twice, Nayor twice, and Lloyd multiple times this whole entire season.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I can't speak on that because my brain wasn't fully there when we were watching it.
Underthrowing our big receivers can't help sometimes though because you have Jamal Banks that's fighting back towards the ball.
Yeah.
You have to be faster.
Right. I'd almost think maybe he's getting coached to underthrow it instead of overthrow it because it gives your players a chance on the ball. We got weapons out there. And if they're wide open like they usually are, then we're getting yards instead of it going over his head and then maybe a safety from the back coming in and swooping it up. You know, maybe that's what he's getting coached is to underthrow it. If we're not going to be on target, then underthrow instead of overthrow.
And if that's what they're telling him, I would say to the coach, "You're a fucking idiot. Put that ball on the money every time."
Yeah, that's what you want, dude.
But
Of
yeah,
course.
why would you intentionally underthrow a receiver though?
You're not. But if you can't get it on the money, if you got to squeeze it in there, fucking try to look. If you're looking for a window, not in his chest, dude, then do a little underthrow.
I think I'm on Iraq's side on this one.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Jamal Banks was our leading receiver, 5 receptions for 82 yards. He had a day. He had our only touchdown receiving.
Jamal Banks looks very nice. Corey Barney, he's the real deal, bro.
I think going back to a prompt we had last week, who are A tier guys, I think it's kind of starting to solidify to be like Jamal Banks, Nayor. I have 2 receivers at least. Those are like our main 2 guys, I feel like. I almost don't like the packages they have with Heinrich. I almost don't like those. They're trying to force it.
Yeah, but that's the thing where Matt Rule said before Illinois is like he's doing this to kind of toy with the coaches. Yeah, with the coordinators. Like you're preparing for another package, whether it's good or not. That's time and practice that you got to use. And I don't know. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, Aaron.
Yeah, and on the flip side, it's time in our practices that we're doing this, and times in our games where we're running these plays. I mean, we're only running how many plays a game, and we're using a handful of them to try to force certain things. Do we look too pretty? Do we look too cute? Is that what I'm asking? I guess.
Yeah, well, these Corey Barney reverse plays are very interesting. They're working right now, and I think
it's going to turn into a passing touchdown by Corey Barney sooner or later. I know I stay on here every week, but that dude's going to throw a touchdown sometime this season.
Dude, but also we got to give props to our perimeter blocking too.
Alex Bullock.
Yeah.
Alex Bullock blocking 2 guys at once, and then Corey Barney. Did he do a peace sign to Tyreek, or did he do a thumbs up?
I think he might have done a thumbs up.
Need a thumbs up.
Dude, that's playing with swagger, bro.
That's playing with
swagger. That's that's something that you love to see.
And I don't know if we said it on stream or in the podcast, but Corey Barney Jr., just get that man the fucking ball, dude.
Yeah.
Just get him the ball.
And Jalen Lloyd. Jalen Lloyd touched it one time, get 20 yards.
Yep. It's pretty the offense it's pretty fun to watch. It's pretty damn fun to watch. But if maybe we can just finish drives in our special teams, will make them look a little better. John Holt or whoever the fuck.
Apparently it's on the snapper according to Matt Rule. Apparently the whole issue.
2 of the 3.
Yeah.
So,
which makes sense why because 2 of our kicks got blocked for the viewers that might have missed the game, and those are the ones that he said the hold was bullshit on.
I mean,
what do you guys think about this running back room? Our battle we have going on.
It's different every week, man. It's been different every week. I think Dowdell has the best weeks out of all of them, or like he's got a couple weeks under his belt as being the best, but I think Emmett Johnson emerged as the better back this week. What do you guys think? Who do you think was number one this week?
I think Emmett, but I also think that that's you have to give some credit to Dante because he's going in there doing the hard body blows, softening the defense up. Emmett goes
Right.
out there, he gets a little bit of a tired defense, fresh legs, and he looks good.
That's
true.
That's a good. I like that, E-Rock. It's like you can't have one without the other type deal.
Yeah.
Dante's he's the guy who's got the team on his back, and then Emmett just comes in there and cleans it up a little bit.
And Ramir.
Ramir too. Yeah, Gabe Irvin. I don't know, man. I like him, but I don't know if we got room for him back there.
If somebody gets hurt, we'll be glad to have him.
Yep. But we don't say that, knock on wood.
Ramir Johnson, another week for him where he's, I don't know, I feel like not as much output as I'd like to see. Maybe 5 carries for 9 yards.
How many receptions do they have?
1 reception for 15 yards.
Okay.
But didn't he have that long touchdown got called back off of Fedoni's bullshit pass interference?
Was that Ramir?
Yeah. So he's had 2 touchdowns, like 70 yards this season called back. Maybe that
All
wasn't
right.
70. But
I'm saying my offensive guy for the rest of the season is Ramir Johnson. That's my guy. Stamp of approval from Aaron. I'm repping him for the rest of the year. Yep.
You like him like that?
For some reason, I do. I mean, Ja'Cory Barney, he's low hanging fruit, but I feel like Eddie kind of took him from the start of the year.
Yeah, I was up on him big early.
Yeah.
Ramir Johnson, he's cool. I like him.
What do we think about the goal line play of Carter Nelson trying to jump over top of the defense and score a touchdown? What do we think of that?
In the backfield.
He got over top.
Yeah. In the backfield as a running back. That was interesting. I do remember that. Then now it flashes back in my memory as we speak.
The one thing I appreciated was that he didn't do the whole let me reach over the goal line with the ball.
Yeah.
Because that's how you fumble. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Rule was oof. Yeah.
Like, dude, that's maybe when I think we do a little Heinrich Harbarg option fucking package there, bro. When
we
we're
tried
at the
against Northern Iowa, didn't we? And they stopped him.
But that wasn't an option. I'm talking speed option, baby.
Okay.
Cool Nebraska football. Fucking some veer action.
Maybe a little motion back behind, a little triple option.
Get the fullback in there and fucking, if he can get it, then do it. If not, pull it outside. Touchdown, Nebraska. Keith Jackson. Go Big Red.
One thing I've noticed, I could be talking out of my ass here. I feel like when we get to red zone goal line stuff, it's really hard for us to run it in the middle. And we try to do it a lot, and we just never turns out as well as we try to get to the outside.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way, or am I?
I do. I think our offensive line, they're good enough to not like be the thing to make the blame on, but they're also not making us great. Yeah, they're not making us great. Like good enough. That's kind of what it is right now, and I want to see them, maybe like you said, Aaron, inside the red zone, make a little bit better of a push and do some things so our skill players don't have to make explosive plays. Like let's get consistent yards on first down in the red zone, 4 yards every first down, like that type of thing, where I feel like right now our offense, a lot of is explosive plays from guys like Ja'Cory and Jamal and Jalen, like just a good old ground and pound, what Dante does at a lot of points in time, but it's not coming from the line. It's coming from Dante. The body blows are coming from Dante.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, moving forward, dude, we're not going to have a kicking game, it feels like. Then we come out second half. Rule said that he was like, yeah, we're not going to kick the ball in the second half.
Dude, I don't know why we would. Like, why do you fucking kick at this point? If it's 4th and 10 inside the 10-yard line, I'm like, let's go for points here.
Because all the kicks that we missed was a 42-yarder, 44-yarder, 32-yarder. I feel like those are distances we should be getting first downs. Make it manageable on third down. So going into 4th down, let's get the first down, dude. If we have to kick it.
One of those is on Bryce Benhart because it was 4th and 1. We were lining up to go for it, and he jumped and caused fighter penalty. Then we had to kick it.
God damn it! God damn it!
And I will say it's harder to run the ball in the middle down the goal line, Aaron, what you were saying, because the defense has 3 nose tackles in, and it's going to be hard for offensive line to get a push against Big Ten defensive lines.
Right. Well, do you think I was being too harsh on the offensive line right there, Eli? Or what do you think?
No, they're not going to be a group that's going to win us games, but they're not going to lose because of them. I think that's pretty much what you were saying, and I agree exactly with that.
Yeah.
Special teams. I have beef with IGC. I don't know why. All he does is return punts. He had 3 returns for a total of 9 yards. I don't know. I just feel scared with him back there.
No fumbles. No fumbles.
No, I don't feel scared, but I just maybe I don't feel an electricity in the air like when Ja'Cory Barney is back there returning kicks. You know, there's not a fucking I put my hand up, get it wet, it zaps when Ja'Cory's back there returning kicks. But when fucking IGC is, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah.
And maybe
I would take the no flashiness for no turnovers all day because we've seen it so many times, boys. A punt dropped or some bullshit happens where the guy goes the wrong side of the field. If he's doing the right thing, we should keep playing.
I just don't get why he doesn't play any other position too, because he was voted a team captain this week. Yeah. So I don't know what.
I mean, those receivers are better than him, bro. I don't think he's that fast. I don't know if he's sure-handed. They trust him to catch punts, sure-handed. But can he get down the field like Isaiah and Jamal? And those are like his position at receiver. I don't know what it is, but he's probably 3 deep on all those fucking positions. You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, Aaron, I agree with you that it's just not there with him back there as a special returner. But I also agree with you, Eli, where it's like just last year, I'm thankful.
Ethan Nation, you don't like Ethan Nation fielding our punts?
No, dude, he's off the fucking
Billy
team,
Kemp.
bro.
Billy Kemp.
Yeah, Billy Kemp. Billy Kemp, bro.
Yeah, at least we're catching up because last year they'd all roll within the 10.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Speaking of that, Brian Buschini had a ball rolling in the 3, 2, and 1 yard line, and nobody got to it. That pissed me off. But he had 3 punts inside the 10-yard line this week. He's got to be the MVP and 2 tackles.
Yeah, dude, he picked someone up.
Dropped him.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, that's badass. That's
how you know your team's in the right direction because your punter is picking up players and dropping them.
Yep. What's our take on Mr. Foley here?
See, he's getting hot.
Yeah.
Dude, Brian Buschini's recorded 2 tackles this week.
But I mean, also we gotta talk about when we were talking about last week the Illinois recap. You know, we were saying, well, who do we blame it on more on the defensive side, the coaches or the players not executing? And I don't think we're being fair to Ed Foley if we don't take that into account too on the special teams. Is it the play like? How hard is it to snap the ball, or how hard is it to kick the ball? Like, what do you have to at some point in time? You got to be like, well, I've done all I can do. I just got to trust these guys, and they're just underperforming right now. The whole unit is.
That's fair.
You know. So I don't know, but also, I feel like we could get it like.
But how do you not? I mean, like, fuck, dude, snapping the fucking ball, dude, like.
We should have brought somebody in from the transfer portal would be a long snapper. The fact that we have Joe Blow from random town in Nebraska snapping for us right now.
Give me a year. I'll walk on out in Nebraska and fucking long snap, dude.
All right, let's go.
And they can't even touch you. They can't even touch you when you're snapping the ball.
And
that's crazy too. I think we just need to get non-English speaking people for that.
Special teams?
Not all the special teams, but the snapper, the kicker, and the fucking placeholder. Just they're in their own world, bro.
They're deaf. How about they're deaf?
Yeah.
How about they're deaf? They can't hear anything.
Yes. Deaf
Yes.
foreigners. We do that, and then just put them out there and say, you go do your thing. We'll teach them how to do it a few times, have them watch the film, and then they just nod.
USC had that blind long snapper, bro. Remember him?
Yeah.
What are you
It
doing?
doesn't take that much to snap the ball in between your fucking legs.
Oh my god, I forgot about that, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously. Aaron, you can do it, Dud. You can do it, Duddy. Come on, Duddy.
I mean, we haven't even said the name Dylan Raiola yet. I feel like he played a good game, a decent enough game.
You gotta love the clip of them saying he's not Patrick, and then telling him night after the Ja'Cory Barney touchdown. You know,
Yep.
I mean,
That's
the
all.
offense only scored 21 points. I can't give him
But
an A.
but
I
Aaron,
don't really
Aaron,
want to give him a B.
Aaron, we got to think also that our fucking special teams left 9 points on the board too, though. They could have scored 28 points. You
And
know,
that touchdown got called back.
and you can't blame that on our offense. I mean, I guess the Bryce Benhart 4th and 1. Yeah, you
I
could there.
I feel like I mean, scoring 0 points in the first half, boys. What are we fucking talking about?
Yeah, that's why I said, yeah. First half is atrocious. Fourth quarter.
But then we had the Ramir Johnson touchdown.
Yeah. We had special teams and
You know, the offense, it's
So what
like
grade do
said,
you get him?
I'm gonna give him a B too. I'm gonna give him a B too. It's just like Eli said at the start of this at the start of this podcast, is that it was flip flop. The Colorado Nebraska halves, it was flip flopped. Refs ruined the flow of the game in the second half of the Colorado game. This half ruined the flow in the Purdue game, first half. And I don't think that we can blame that on the offense, on our fucking playmakers, on my hero, my 19-year-old hero, you know?
I guess
Yeah,
I just
and
have a higher standard.
no turnovers.
No
No turnover.
turnovers. That's massive.
Which, yeah. Like, what would you have had to have them do? Like,
Score some points in the first half is probably about it, honestly.
they did, bro, but it got called back. Bullshit.
Hey, great teams find a way to fucking put points in the board.
Yeah, and also refs also find a way to fuck you in the butt.
Purdue was like the worst offense in the nation, dude. Like our defense in the nation. Like, come on.
I think the biggest takeaway is Nebraska finally found a way to win a game in the fourth quarter. And the end score, people will be like, "What are you talking about?" But it's going 7. Was it 7-3 going into the fourth?
Yes.
Yeah, 7-3 going into the fourth and 28-10. I'll take that all day.
The game was really that slow, bro.
Dude. Well, the first half was only like an hour and 15 minutes. And then the third quarter, the first 8 minutes was one drive. And then we followed it up with like a 4 or 5 minute drive.
Yeah.
I felt like the game was so fast.
Oh my God, dude.
80s phones popping.
Don't fucking call.
Special teams, F. Okay, now Bushini had some bombs, dude.
Yeah,
All right, kicking games, F. Bushini punting,
A+.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else, fellas? Micah Mazuka didn't even come.
Not a starter. He's not a starter apparently.
Yeah, he said he's a backup on our team.
You guys talk about him a lot, but he didn't even start for us. He didn't even start.
Apparently, was this rumor true that he was in San Francisco, dude? Like,
he was on a plane flight going there. Apparently.
Hopefully, he wasn't doing gay stuff. I mean, that wouldn't matter if he's gay or not, but I don't know.
What did you guys think about the Georgia-Bama ending? I don't.
Lost me $1,700. I had Georgia, the only leg that had to cover my parlay left. Everybody else already won. Georgia by 1.5. Actually, no, it was money line. It was money line at that point. It dropped.
Yeah, I told you not to fucking play with that game, buddy.
I told you Georgia was my for sure, and they still almost came back from 28-0. Still almost came all the way back.
Told you not to play with it. Should have listened to Dr. Ed, bud.
Nah, I didn't want to fuck with that game either.
Yeah. Me and Aaron, I was looking at it on a phone for the night.
At a concert.
Yeah.
Red Rocks was a blast. The boys partied their faces off.
Partied my face off. Yeah, my brain got fried. That music is insane. It's good, but it's also just not good. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. There was points in the time of the night where I was like, what am I doing? What am I listening to?
Yeah, dude. And I know I knew that because you I'd look at you. We were sitting by each other the whole time. We were standing next to each other. And whenever, get the fuck out of here. I'm recording.
In the
Yeah.
stew? Seriously, Anton?
You're calling me twice. If I don't pick up the first time, why do you think I'll pick up the second time? Fuck, dude. God damn. Seriously.
In the studio, Anton? Really?
What was I saying?
Yeah.
When Aaron, I could tell when his vibes were low because I would look at him and I'd like tap him and he'd just go, you do your little fire me up, but it was very it was just hold on. It was just
That's hilarious.
I was like, yeah, Aaron's not feeling the song right now, neither am I. But hey, still a sick time.
Yeah.
I'll go next year. And
you'll be in Lincoln this weekend with Max, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think so. I'm still figuring that out. But probably we'll see.
Are you going to the game this weekend?
I do not plan on it, but
I mean, if I'm in town, dude, we might have to get something. We might have to get something rolling. I don't think tickets are like, huh?
I said, let me know if you're coming to town. Then things will change. But for now, no.
Does D-Rock usually work on Saturday?
Every Saturday, yeah. He won't be able to go to that one. It's 3:00.
Damn, do I come to that game?
I think so.
Ooh. Husker Hype Radio.
That's a turning point. That's a deciding game of the season, you know.
This really is. And we'll talk about that on Thursday.
Yep.
On Thursday. Folks, tune in for the Rutgers preview. Let's talk about this really quick, though. I want to say this about the last game. The Matt Rule penalty, baby. that fired me up, dude. And what he said nobody's fighting for Nebraska. I'm going to show my players that I'm fighting for Nebraska. That it's like, it's just awesome. It's awesome. I love that. He was getting a little Bo Pelini in that first half, and it was firing me up, dude. It was giving me good
too.
Yeah,
that's got to get you fired up. And then we're gonna have alcohol sales approved in the stadium. We're gonna see a fired up Matt Rule in competitive games. Now is the time to join the bus. All right, now it's time to jump on the wagon. Come along because the game's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not with us now, don't be with us when we're hoisting up trophies, baby. Can we get that on a T-shirt?
We should. Bleed red shit corn.
Bleed red shit corn. Come on. That could be on the back.
That'd be sick.
That's all I got, boys.
All right. Yeah, I think me too.
That does it for me.
Episode 66 of Husker Hype Radio in the books. 67 and 2. So next one 67. The next one after that will be 68. And then we're gonna have episode 69.
We'll have to do something special for that one.
Oh my god. Episode 69 special, folks. Get ready for
beers.
it. 69 beers.
We'll have to figure out what the loser does for the pick challenge we're doing.
Loser does for the pick challenge. Oh yeah. Yeah. We will have to, huh?
And if you're listening, go ahead and comment on our do something. Let us know what we should do.
Comment somewhere. Comment somewhere.
Tell us what we should do.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
That's all, folks. As always, bleed red, shit corn, and go big red.